Yeah, so that was the aquarium. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the
rad.
aquarium.
And then we got to check out. We wanted to see all of Atlanta that we could see within 2 blocks of this hotel.
Yeah, the tourist stuff.
Yeah, so then we went to Coca-Cola World today.
Yes.
Yeah. That
Beverly.
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 Yeah. If you've been to the museum, you know Beverly.
We realized that anybody who has had Beverly has had like an emotional experience with it.
It was really interesting.
And if you just say the word Beverly, it emotes a reaction out of people
and
who
now
are part of the
you
Beverly
say that,
Club.
and then you're bonded with that person. Who?
Let's set it
Beverly?
up. Let's
Yeah.
set up what it is.
So the whole time we're at this exhibit, like this whole Coke museum, there are so many people bumping into you and getting in your way and moving slow, and it's like, honestly, it was like miserable getting around until we got upstairs to the tasting room and had Beverly.
Now, let me say that the tasting room is really cool if you haven't been there. It is a room, and it's sectioned off. There's, like, vending machines, or there's, like, fountain machines. And this is Africa, and it's all the sodas from Africa right here. And then there's...
Yeah, it's like 10 sodas from each continent.
Right. And so you get to, kind of try... Not Australia, though. I noticed that just now. No Australia.
They don't drink soda
Out.
down there.
Yeah.
No soda
Anyways,
down under.
So in the Europe section, under Italy, was Beverly.
There's an Italian beverage called Beverly.
And you taste it.
Well, also, though, there's a red sign.
There is. This is the only one.
Basically daring you to try Beverly. It says, taste Beverly. Post about it. Tag yourself at Beverly. So we're like, oh, it must be like the best drink in here.
To say it's bad is not doing justice to what it was.
Hey, real quick, let's go down the line. I'm pretty sure there's a secret ingredient in Beverly. What do you think is in it?
Italian ass sweat.
Eric?
Actual feet.
Yeah?
Nail polish remover.
I think there's like dead animals in it.
So if you take all 4 of those tastes and put them inside of soda water, Beverly.
Yeah. And after I walked away from Beverly, I was joking to Eric, and I was like, Beverly was fun. And some old man turned around out of nowhere. Beverly is disgusting.
We were at the Beverly machine, and me and Derek had tried it, and then Sean and Rocco came over. We're like, you got to try this. You have to try it. You have to try it. They tried it. Oh, God, this is awful. And then there's a guy who we don't know who's just there. Well, I'll try it. Yeah. And we're like, oh, yeah, dude, try it. You got to try it. He takes a sip and he goes, it's not that bad. Oh!
Yeah.
And then it just becomes a bonding experience of all these other people who have not tried Beverly and a group of people egging them on to try a soda. Awesome. Best thing at the Coke Museum.
Beverly was the best.
That was the highlight of the trip.
And
Mr. Pibb was also pretty good.
That's true.
That's
true.
I got like 4 of them.
When we went to this Coke museum, whatever,
Coca-Cola World.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
I think so.
World of Coke. There you go. But it was hyped up to me. I knew other people who had been there, and they told me this, and it rang true. It was like aliens came to this world with no knowledge of our culture and found bottles of Coke and built a shrine around it. Because you go there and it's like, did you know Coca-Cola is the most important matter on planet Earth? Did you know there would be no life without Coca-Cola? And like all these other things. But so we get in there and that's what I expected. It was, whatever, it's history stuff. But they have this new exhibit, relatively new, I guess, that goes into the formula it's about the secret formula they use and how it's completely under wraps, and they have this big vault that you walk into. It's like, this is the vault.
Right.
Like, this is where we keep the formula. It's like, whoa, okay. So we waited forever because apparently the vault kept breaking or something.
It's brand new, and all the electronics in it, which is everything in the vault, just kept not working for like 50 or 60 minutes.
But we finally get in, and it's all stuff that's pretend scanning you. There's like monitor. It's like they're checking to see if you're a spy.
It's like Minority Report.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going in and it's
for
like,
Pepsi.
You're not going to steal the formula, right? But anyway, you go in and there's all these myths on the wall. It's like, there's a rumor one man has half the formula and another man has the other half, and they cannot travel together. And, all this stuff. And then you get to the end, and it's like they trap you in this room that suddenly there's no door. It's like the Haunted Mansion.
It's the Haunted Mansion.
You're in this round room, and projection stuff goes all around you, and they make you feel like you're in a Coke. Like, right? You start hearing pouring noises, and there's soda. Like, the projection all around you is like, bloop, 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 bloop. And a voice is, imagine a world where there was no Coca-Cola. You can't. And they start hyping up, like, a formula kept so secret only one man has ever known. It's never been written down except for one place. And then finally, after all this hype, the wall moves. This is the vault in which there is one single written piece of paper with the formula written on it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for
Exit's
attending.
right over
Good
there.
night.
You're
There's
right,
the
and
exit.
have a good time.
It was the most underwhelming experience of my entire life.
I mean, it's just there wasn't even like a presentation. Once they unveiled
it was
it,
90 minutes of hype
Yeah.
to show me a metal box, and I'm not even convinced the piece of
There's
paper is inside the thing.
Nothing in there. There is nothing in there. Absolutely not.
I mean, there was not even a moment to take it in. It was like, and here it is. The gift shop's that way, and I'll see you on the way out. But it was really funny because it was like, oh, but you could take pictures in front of the vault if you want. Just don't cross this line. And immediately the first guy, hey, all right, hold my camera for me. And then it was like air horns went off. He crossed the thing. It was like, oh, no, he's too close. It's like, what is he going to – does he have C4 on him or what? Like what? I think he'll be okay.
He's gonna blast
That
it open.
I mean, that's there just to be crossed so that noise happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Like there's an illusion of danger or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
I did not like the Coke Museum a whole lot.
I enjoyed it.
I
It
did
was
not.
stupid, but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
It was like being inside of a Coke commercial.
It was.
And then
I was
at the-
prepared
and
for
then
that.
it got to a point where you had so much soda
Yeah.
that you couldn't fucking think about Coke anymore, and then you had to go through the gift shop that's set up like an IKEA, and you just want to leave.
That's
It
what
took
I was
so long.
That's what I was going to say. The great irony of visiting that place is going the first half of it couldn't want soda more. Couldn't want it or
Yeah.
what did they call it over here? Is it soda or pop or what?
It's soda and
They know what you're talking about.
Okay, great. Couldn't want it more and then after the tasting thing it's I don't want it anymore, please.
yeah.
I want Beverly, and that's it.
There was something that happened to me. It was a pretty important moment in my life. We were
Okay.
walking through the museum, and out of nowhere, this lady comes up, and she's holding an actual Olympic torch and says, "Do you want to hold this?" Yeah, I do. I held it, took a picture or whatever, and then she disappeared and then locked the torch away in a safe. So I felt like God threw me one and was like, hey, this guy liked this the most here. He can hold it. And that's
We all
it.
turned the corner. He was like, there was a woman here with the Olympic torch. Yeah, sure. All right. What was in that Beverly?